I wish I had a cool on-the-spot haiku, but I wasn't really. I just didn't. Yeah. What? Unplug things? Oh wait, hold up.
I'll kill the power thing.
Oh, all right, we're good. How you guys feeling? I'm feeling short. Are you guys ready for a feature?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
You know what? We need to raise the energy in this room by like 1 billion. When I say poetry, you say rocks. Poetry!
Rocks!
Poetry!
Rocks!
Poetry!
Rocks!
All right, now we're ready. This woman came here all the way from the UK to share her work with us. Her name is Deborah Stevenson. You know, nomad, that was a good segue into Deborah because Deborah is temporarily a nomad for the next like 6 weeks or so around the U.S. She came here, I think this is so cool, she got a travel scholarship to come to the U.S. to study spoken word poetry and how it's done here and what it's used for here. She does all this work with youth poets in the U.K. She started a group called Mouthy Poets. She has organized festivals, she's been published, she's been commissioned to write poetry over there. She's amazing. We're really happy to have her here. Support her work. She's going to tell us. She has really cool merchandise too, especially for a poet.
Stickers.
She's not restricted to like books and CDs. She actually has like bags and t-shirts with artwork that she's done as well. I'm going on and on. Can we just give her a really warm welcome to the US, welcome to DC, welcome to Bloombars. We want you to be we want to be your favorite people that you met here on your trip by the time you leave. Kind of welcome for Deborah Stevenson, please.
Thank you. That's good actually, because I think because of that, the first poem I'll do will require you to shout at me.
Oh, yes.
Do you like that?
Yeah,
You think that's
very
good?
much.
Let's have a discussion first. I like discussion. Discussion's good, I think. I want you to think about all the people that you love. You love them a lot. They're great. There should be lots of them, hopefully more than one. And I want you to pick out one of them that really pisses you off. Can anyone not think of anyone? No? Okay. So hands up anyone that wants to tell me something that person does that pisses them off. Yep.
Steals.
They steal. Wasn't expecting. What, are we talking milk here or children? What do they steal?
What do they steal?
Yeah.
Money, things.
Right. When you say things, it's quite a big spectrum there.
This was PG-13. You know what I'm saying?
Okay then. We'll talk about it later. Quite extreme. Anything else? Yep.
They say they're gonna be somewhere and then they're not there.
Oh,
Okay. Right. Yeah.
They're judgmental.
Oh, ooh. This isn't a conversation between you two, is it? Because when you said that, her hand went up. Okay. Anyone else? No? Yeah?
Not very good at listening.
Not very good at listening. Oh, that's a common one, actually. Okay. Right. So I want you to think about this person, right? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to point at you. And when I point at all of you, this is the action, right? You're going to shout at me the word then, T-H-E-N. And this is representative of the repetition of this action. Because they don't just steal once. They don't just not listen once. It happens over and over again, okay? Right? So, on 3, we're going to practice this, all of us, okay? 1, 2... Then! That was rubbish.
Oh.
I mean, I did come here from England. Let's be realistic about this. Let's try it again. 1, 2... Then! That was alright. Okay? I think you need to get the gravity of this situation. This person is a word I can't say because this is all, for all ages. Exactly, right? 1, 2... Then! Now, this is something else that I have to say before I do this poem. And that is that there's always one person that doesn't think I mean this is pointing. They think I mean this is pointing. They think I mean this is pointing. They think I... Then! And everyone's like, that was the wrong point in the poem for you to say that. I was on an emotional flow and you ruined it. So just, no. It's just, this is the action. It's quite big. You there? No, not now. Not now. You okay?
No.
Now.
Then!
See, they're on it.
I learned it.
Okay, right. So this is my poem about person I love, but they simultaneously piss me off. That's not the title, but I kind of like it. Okay. So in the poem, I'll point at all of you, and this will happen. You threw up on my skirt. You told your mum they're my cigarettes. You tell me your boyfriend Tarek's a pussy.
Then!
But you took me and my brother in for months through the divorce.
Then!
But you came to Norwich, Edinburgh, Germany, every single one of my performances.
Then!
But you brought me hot Hennessy and lemon. Rang me to claim nothing when the world had aborted me.
Then!
And everyone's saying I should hit you. Look, everyone's saying I should hit you, but we're parallel. Victoria Park, public loos. Near the swings we used to queue to get to, and you're being sick on my skirt. Because they accidentally gave you too much anaesthetic in the termination. I gag my jumper around your thighs before you can understand the blood tell you it's cold. Don't tell you I know the baby was my other boyfriend's, syringe-like voices screaming I should swing for you. Look, I still don't know if I will. So for now, I'll cradle your hair back and direct your head to the toilet. Thank you.
I just fell in love!
Okay, this poem took me 2 years to write. I'll explain why afterwards, but I think it's finished now. I think. So it's called Ground Zero. Vinny sets the pigeon alight. A litre of straight Smirnoff tightens around her wings. Melts the curtains like six-pack rings around her body. The block's altitude drains, police siren hurricanes as her heat palpitates and spits. Burns my irises, the floor is black. The fire like metal in a microwave. And I watch. Vinny rolls up a collage of Rizzler as I watch his cocoon of fist as he flicks on his lighter, chucks it back empty. Cheeky, the floor is smoking with us. It's scent camouflaging her wings, bloodstains dry like worn varnish. She's another hurricane fading into history. Another famous, bodiless female name. On the walls, unnaturally bottomed bodies are held in pound shop posters. Vinny takes off his toy watch, crucifix and earring. Like a Texan awaiting a hurricane, Vinny blacks out the windows, eyes still like club night lights. The cupboard's flake chipboard and the MDF wings of a cannabis leaf are spray painted purple on the floor. It's Monday. My red eyelids feel like floorboards, and I wonder, on Lace Street, how many other somebodies feel like this? Concrete gardens covered in winged rats, and rats always a floorboard away. I watch one paperboy peddling for penny sweets he will sell for 5. Bike lights beaming, he turns his paper round and round, makes his own hurricanes. He must know every street name and have taught his feet to hurricane over broken basketball courts and then back to Choco Puffs and fake floorboards, and still manages to jump the back gate in time. Vinny bought his first lighter with cherry sherbet profits. Kicked upside down by somebody kidnapping the contents of his pockets, the lighter, house keys, a mum's watch. Since a cumulonimbus cloud was a permanent hood over Vinny's good looks, with wings made of post-prison thickness, and bench pressing not on protein shake but chicken wings. When me and Vinny quit stabilizers, we reclined in the eye of the hurricane, and people say it's calm there. But think about it. It's terrifying. Watching pit bulls, halal fried chicken shops, padded pants that are supposed to make your bum look bigger, and floor tiles fly like vultures, or maybe one dirty grey dove, just as terrified as us, her body reflecting, like Vinny, the nudist nature of sunlight at 8 a.m. when school startles hundreds of Siamese houses into flapping their wings against daylight. From the uneven surface of the iron bridge, I watch blazered, backpacked bodies follow me. Hurricanes of fluff, about to backflip out the nest and aim for that tiny patch of grass on the ground floor. Thank you. Does anyone know what a sestina is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a sestina. So I actually said 6 words 7 times in that poem in a very specific order. Anyone know what any of them were?
Floor.
Floor was one of them.
Hurricane.
Yeah, was another one.
Wing?
Yeah. No, I only said chicken once. Pardon?
Benny.
No? No. I'm actually trying to remember what they are. Light was one of them, yeah.
Street?
No.
Floor? Floor, you said?
No, he said floor. I don't know. I don't remember what they are, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing that we don't know what they are. But it's on my company's blog, which is just if you Google mouthy poets, as in Mathy, I'm a bit mathy, it'll come up. I also have it in German, randomly. Don't actually know if it's a sestina in German. But yeah, I can't speak German, so I don't know. Alright. This poem, my sister was recently pregnant. She gave birth to twins. Yeah. She's very small. But she rubbed her estrogen all over me. She rubbed it all over me. So I'm very emotional and unnecessarily broody. I'm not going to have children anytime soon. But yeah, so I get a bit emotional when I say this poem. It's about her. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. She's a year younger than me. I'm 21, so she's 20. So sort of an interesting dynamic when you find out your little sister at 20 years old is pregnant with twins. It's like, oh my god, that's so good. What the hell have you been doing? And this is what that poem's about. Okay. Yesterday, I realised my evanescent sister is pregnant with twins. And that's when I determined that the egg came first. Because she ain't no chicken yet. Though it could be neither. Because she is still so full and cotton woolly. With developmental feet arching into heels and hands like Barbies. Plus, her cockerel has lost his special K. And has been outside squawking like cats fighting for days. See, he's not long left his egg phase either. And though all 3 of us know he's an achiever, there is a lot more to the dad lever than conceiving the right song at dawn. His eyes were once the sawn-off barrels of a shotgun, never-ending tunnels of gunpowder. Look, Jesse, don't get me wrong. I know now he'd do anything for her. But there's only so much he can see. So I have a plan, inspired by the Tooth Fairy. I'm gonna whisper mint imperials into their pillows, partnered with fortune cookies like a tip tray, with no bill, just a glint of advice, and friendly conversation. From a waitress who saw something in the couple when their fingers converged over the last shared spoonful of sweet corn. I'll shoo them to dinner on an Easter Sunday, whilst I'll have offered to baby wipe brownness and burp sugar sackbacks till Monday when they'll return to a confetti of chocolate cake and twirl eggs, because that's the only type of chocolate my sister likes. And then they'll perch over their premature nest, and he'll stroke her freckles dry, 'cause they'll have missed their twins' new towel softness, filling bottles and rocking cotness. She'll be happily exhausted, and my gluttonous babysitting will exhale trails of her coop's plastic smell-new elegance. 5-year talks reduced to pepper pots, breast hormones, and wallpaper rot. I'll gingerly close the front door, unlocked, whilst she'll study the academics of shell dynamics and ensconce them all strong. So one day I can ask, Jess, which do you think came first? And we'll all be just about okay with getting it wrong. Thank you.
One more.
I've got one more, but it's like quite long. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if there's more time, I can do another one. Okay. Anyone ever had really? I was gonna say words. I'm not allowed to say that. Really rubbish neighbours. Yeah. What kind of make noise for really loud music? Rubbish neighbours.
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. For
I'm gonna tell you to turn it off.
What about more like you're a bit worried they're gonna like be violent neighbours? Any of those? Well, okay, we have one of those. You will get this then. I've had a succession of very, very bad neighbours. From the music to the smelly food to the smelly people to the everything. These are probably the worst. Yeah. When I was 8 years old, my next door neighbours kidnapped me from Collision Street. The older boy told me he wanted a kiss. His hands smothering like hot honey. Shrieks wrangled with throats like fists. My chubbiness attacking back with blunt hits. And I cried like when my first hamster died. They took my trainers. The ones that would flash when I walked. And they made me hold a bag of frozen spinach till it anaesthetised my hands. And they told me that if I held the spinach till it went pulpy, I'd never be able to draw chalk portraits of the calamari my nonna used to make in the potholes of Collision Street again. But if I let go, I'd never leave number 99 when 101 is my home. Despite mum's wheat and dairy-free cheesecake, I take it back. 101's not the nightmare, and it's not the kind of dream you just omit either. 101's the hard dough bread and butter that wipes the snot out of my eyes in the morning. It's the milk my brother Tom squeezes into my face when I pretend to be sick before school. It's the nose muffs my mum invented. But it had always been them and us. We had plant pots and compost bins outside our house. They had Sony satellite dishes, the size of tractor wheels, and defaced garden gnomes outside theirs. The boy had a car. The girl had a Barbie holiday playhouse mansion, whilst Tom had a hand-me-down BMX. And I had homemade Play-Doh. It had always been them and us. Our dad came home at 6 p.m. Their dad came home whenever. In 101, Tom was on the Mega Drive, Bison uppercutting louder than mum shouting. But then he heard something, like a phone vibrating, and it wasn't anything to do with vacuum cleaning or K.O. It was biting at the walls, like a baby crying. 99 looked for scissors to cut my curly hair. They laughed like the Joker and said the only reason I wasn't laughing was because I'm foreign and don't know any better. in 101. The speed bumps in Tom's gut refused to fade, so he pulled out the game cartridge like I always demanded he shouldn't. I was screaming through fingers against faces, then finally drilled a howl through the terraces. Tom! Tom sprinted faster than his braces shone on the pavement of Collision Street. The wheels on my upside-down pink tricycle spun. Tom turned to 99. He knew the history. It had always been them and us. I was biting a boy's shin pad off my head when Tom strode in through the unlocked door to what looked like a mattress explosion. Black roller coaster spirals of my hair everywhere. He asked if he could have me back. I didn't want to move in case I dropped the spinach. But 99 clambered off, and Tom hoisted me to his acne-covered face. And they let me go, and I kept the movement to draw pictures, as well as the spinach, which is now 400 miles away and refrozen in my freezer. Tom has a real leather sofa. I am in New York in Bloombars with you. Mum can't work anymore because of disability, and Dad still works in the post office museum, which coincidentally is far less glamorous than the one you seem to have here in DC. And you know what? When I go back to Collision Street, I don't notice size anymore to tell you who is bigger. It had always been them and us. Them and us. Them and us. Thank you. Do you want another one? Do you want another one? Do you want another one?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, let me dig my brain. Okay, let's do happy-ish poem, because they're all not that happy-ish. How happy do we want? Turning into a pancake from love happy. We want turning into a pancake from love happy, or so in love frustrated happy.
Pancakes.
Frustrated.
Okay, so hands up for pancake.
Pancake.
Hands up for frustrated.
Outstanding.
You're one hand, sir.
That was final decisions with you. Is that the?
Frustrated.
Pancakes.
Should we do it by noise? Let's do it by noise. That's funner, isn't it? Okay, pancake. Frustrated. I think that was pancake.
Bomb.
I originally wrote this about my sister, but actually it's probably applicable to me now. Funny story about me and my boyfriend. I think we've been together a year in about 4 days. But I met him when I was 15, and he was 23, and I lied about my age. And we started dating, and then obviously I had to tell him, can't kiss me because then you'll be a paedophile. And that ended. So then we became friends for about 6 years, and then we started going out. So he's lovely. And I've never not spoken to him for this long, so I'm a mess. But yeah, so I guess it's applicable. I'm the pancake. Anyone else a pancake?
What?
And like in So In Love, you turn into a pancake, you know?
Oh,
You know, so sweet and rubbish and just the one. Okay, Bryce. Oh, and there's two. Oh, okay. People are shy to say these things. I'm not, so I'm going to say. Okay. Oh, don't lie. I'm joking. Okay. I want to live in the space that lingers in between your teeth and your tongue. I want a taste of fun, like broken seesaws and a potato gun. I want to be the words that get caught in that cancerous mist around your lips. I want to stick in your clothes like evaporated vinegar from chips. I want a relationship that lives in the sky, but not like a blimp or one that can fly. I want one that can fall. A relationship that can skydive, thrive off the upward thrust of air that's struggling to keep us alive. I want to be barely upright, like a crooked house on the seaside, and stare into your eyes like everyone else has died. I want you to be the inverse of the mirror. where Alice is our new Eve, so everyone's a white rabbit chasing beginner. A world that's too young to tell the time, that rambles to raves and makes hours thinner and refuses to get in the line. A world that's only rushing to find your face through the music, to see your lips through those flickbook white lights oscillating like spheres of vanilla ice cream that keep falling, play fighting instead of eating, talking instead of arguing, living in acne scars, birthmarks, not just liking muscles but loving your arms, your skin instead of cars, 'cause it covers you and drives us wrinkling into the life we just got to live. Thank you.
For 3, ladies and gentlemen. Talk to her about some of her merch. She has stuff for sale. She is a traveling artist, so please support as you can. We're going to keep this open mic going. We got like